Good morning, Stingrays. Today is September 21st. That's a Monday. That's a school day. That's why we're here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, today's lesson is all about multiplying integers. Yes. Now, we did adding and subtracting last week, which, if I'm honest, is the harder part of dealing with integers. Today, this week, we do multiplication, Monday, Tuesday. We do division, Thursday, Friday. Those are inherently a lot easier. As long as you understand multiplication, you understand your multiplication numbers, that's a lot easier because it just simply has to do with our two favorite couple, Romeo and Juliet. Okay, I will explain. Let's take a look. I have problem number one here. You will get, once again, you will get a worksheet that corresponds with the small groups that we will be doing today and tomorrow. We're doing them Wednesday and Thursday, but you'll have a different worksheet. So, this is problem number one on your worksheet. On your small group worksheet, problem number one. 2 times 11, Mr. Nucci, that's not integers. Yes, it is. Remember, the definition of integers is integers are any whole number, both positive and negative. Okay? So any positive or negative. So you've always been dealing with integers. You just didn't realize. So 2 times 11, we probably should know this by now. 2 times 11 is 22. Good. You've multiplied with integers. That wasn't difficult. Now it's the difficult part. Let me pull up the second question. Okay. This is let's do number 3. This is number 3 from that worksheet. You have negative 4 times negative 6. Now, what is 4 times 6? Well, 4 times 6 is 6, 12, 18, 24. 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, good. Now, think of Romeo and old Juliet here. I shouldn't do that because it makes it more confusing. Okay? You have Romeo and Juliet. You have Romeo and you have Juliet. Remember what they came together to combine into? A plus. So that means this negative and this negative will come together to make a positive answer. Okay? So a negative and a negative makes a positive. Positive and a positive makes a positive. So 4 times 6 is 24. Negative 4 times negative 6, still positive 24 because Romeo and Juliet come together to make a positive. Let's pull up I think it's number 4. Problem number 4. Problem number 4 off of that worksheet. Now, you have negative 12 times 5. Now, this one might be a little more difficult. I know my 12 times tables. I advise you knowing your 12 times tables because they will be on the multiplication tournament that we will have the first week back to school, ladies and gentlemen. We will determine the fall multiplication champion the first week back to school. So, negative 12 times 5. 12 times 5. 12 times 5 is 60. Very good. But, what do you have here? You have little old Romeo sitting all by himself. Little old Romeo can't be all by himself. He needs his Juliet. So guess where she'll be waiting for him? In the answer. If Romeo is alone in the question, Juliet has to be waiting for him in the answer. Okay? If there's one negative in the question, there's one negative in the answer. Okay? So a negative times positive equals a negative. I will break it down in a simpler, more letter-based system. You've always known positive times positive. You've dealt with those for the last 2 or 3 years. Positive times positive will give you a positive. Now you have negative times negative. You just learned negative times negative will give you a positive. Okay, remember, Romeo and Juliet come together to make a positive. Now you have a negative times a positive, or reverse that, positive times a negative. Okay, there's one little Romeo hanging out in the question. One little Romeo hanging out in the question. Has to be, his Juliet has to be waiting for him in the answer. So if there's one negative in the question, one negative in the answer. Good job, guys. I drew tickets last night. I picked my winners. The video will be uploading with this to today's post. Congratulations to those three. If you didn't watch it yet, it's Mate, it's Azul, and it's Dua. Congratulations. I created a document. Couldn't send an email. Created a document with the picture of the preview of the inside of the box, and I shared it with you. So check your shared file. All right, good job, Stingrays. Let's knock it out of the park this week.